Hey everyone, Lisa here, your independent Scentsy consultant, and welcome back to my little corner of the world. Today I have my what I've been warming for the last 2 weeks of November. I have a mixture of things I've just been wanting to melt for the season, and I've also been doing the November melting challenge. If you don't know what the November melting challenge is, our fellow YouTuber Patricia Gates, who is one of the queens of Scentsy YouTube for sure, she comes up with a monthly melting challenge that prompts you to kind of step out of your comfort zone and follow the prompts of the day. And it's my first time doing the November, the melting challenge from Patricia Gates. And it was so much fun so far. I'm having a blast. And it has really made me step out of my comfort circle of things that I like to melt during this time, and has really branched me out. And it's just been a lot of fun to pick wax that fits the prompt. And I've just been really enjoying it. So I'll probably continue to do it on throughout the months until I, forget about the prompt one day. But it has been a lot of fun. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump right on into what I've been warming and enjoying for the last few weeks of November. Happy November. As you can see, my tree is up. It's not done decorated. As you can tell, there's not a lot of ornaments on it. I have more ornaments coming. They're just not here yet. And then I'll have more ornaments up behind it, but that's a new tree of mine this year. And I just didn't realize how many more ornaments I would need to fill the space. So, and then I have my stockings right here. My mantle is over there and it's decorated for the season. I don't have my mantle lights on actually. So maybe next time they'll be on, but let's go ahead and dive right on into what I've been warming. We're just gonna grab and go. I have some non-wax items in my basket that we'll get through really fast. I went through a few scent circles. I threw in, this was just in between me changing out the pods in my car that I put these scent circles in. So I got through a cran apple crumble scent circle. This is available in the catalog right now, and it lasted maybe 24 hours. This scent did not last at all in the scent circle. I do not recommend it. It is beautiful in wax and lasts a great while. It also does well in pods, but scent circle I would not recommend. And then I did put in an oldie but a goodie in scent circles, Farm Stand Pumpkin. This one is good. This one lasts at least a week in cars. I highly recommend this one if you want a pumpkin fragrance in a scent circle. Farm Stand Pumpkin is perfect. It is also available in the catalog. And then I switched out I had these pods going at work for a little bit. I think that they would have done better in a work setting, which is why I brought them. So at work, I had going white pumpkin and driftwood in the pods. This was a Harvest Collection scent last year that they brought into the catalog, which I was most excited for to try it in other products, such as the pods. They did not have it in the pods when it was in the Harvest Collection. And how was this strong? This was borderline too much. It was so saturated, so strong. I would only have it going for like 10 minutes, and then I would unplug it and just let the scent dissipate for like a few hours, plug it back in for 10 minutes. So the first maybe week of the pod's life, I had to do that because these pods were just so darn strong. Borderline almost too much. Very, very overpowering. If you need a boomer pod, if you have a large space to scent, if you just got the Scentsy Air and you have a really big space that you want a fragrance, White Pumpkin and Driftwood is your guy. I think that one would just do amazing in large spaces. So, and my work is a large space. Like, I don't work in an enclosed office, but you could smell that coming within a 20-foot radius. So take that as you will. And then let me see. And then in my car, I don't have them done yet, but I will give you a teaser. I put in Dancing Sugar Plums in my car. These are so good, and I'm so sad I only got the one pod set from a flash sale maybe earlier this year. Oh, Scentsy, why did you take this out of the winter fall catalog? This scent is amazing. And that's the only teaser I'll give you until they are done in my car. Because I put them in maybe like the 5th of November. So they'll be done the end of the month. But let's dive on into what I've been warming. So I had a few cubes left of orange spice and everything nice. I threw this into my open concept one day when I just wanted something. I had contractors coming over to my home to fix something. And I didn't want it to be too niche to weird smelling in my home. You know what I mean? I wanted it to be company friendly. So I was like, oh, most people like citrus scents. So I threw in the last of my orange spice and everything nice. This was of the Bricks last holiday. And this one was really nice. It was super cozy. It was fresh from the citrus, but still festive and cozy from that clove and the spice. It was really nice. This is my only bar of it. I didn't throw it in my club. I didn't repurchase more. I didn't even get a brick of it last year because I only got bars in most of the Bricks last year. But this one was really nice. I do still prefer sparkling spice citrus to this, so I'm glad that I do because I can club sparkling spice citrus or get more of it. But this one was really, really nice. Very gentle, beautiful orange scent. I threw in a few cubes in my, I think it was the same day I had orange spice going. I threw in a few cubes of frosted white pine into my mini warmers in my kitchen. And this is from the Scents of the Season collection last year. Beautiful packaging. But this one's not my favorite. It's a very sharp pine. And I don't like super sharp pine scents. I like them to be a little bit sweeter, a little bit more well blended. This one is nice if you are a die-hard pine tree lover. This one I think is just gonna give you that punch that cuts through the air, that you can really smell it. This one is for you, but it's a little too sharp for me. It's a good performer. It goes for a full 24 hours and could probably go longer, but you know, I'll enjoy my last 4 cubes of it and be done. In my bathroom, I finished up over the last few weeks a bunch of scents, but I'm only throwing in my bathroom fragrances I finish into my What I've Been Warmings. And I finally finished up Brayburn. This is a weird, like a weird, funky pineapple apple scent. It's very strange. I'll have the scent notes listed, and I forget them every time I list it because I'm like, what? That is in it? Like, I know there's apple and that's it. But I think there's some sort of pineapple note in here, and it just turns this weird. It's very sharp, it's very strong, and it's very funky. So I got this in a flash sale, I think last summer, and it's not my favorite fragrance, so I've just been throwing it in my bathrooms because it has this slight like shampoo body care note in it that I think would do well in a bathroom. So I've just been throwing them in, you know, 1 cube at a time whenever I remember to use it up. So that's the last of it, and I won't repurchase it if I see it. I finished up my bar of blackberry spice. I think I had 4 cubes left of it, and I threw this into my bedroom, and I really liked it in my bedroom. I'll probably pull this from my club. I got 1 more bar in my October club shipment, and I think I'm okay. I think after melting it a few times in this bar, I don't need more of it. It's a really nice blackberry scent. I think it's hard to do blackberry well without it pulling way too perfumey. This is a very good blackberry oil. It's just not my favorite. I would rather reach for cranberry and cardamom over this. I would rather reach for apple over this. Do I wish they had more blackberry scents in the catalog? Yes, of course. So I'm sad that they pulled, I believe, the only blackberry scent that they had in the catalog. I'm sad that they did that. But if I ever see this again, I would pick it up at like a clearance price, but I'll probably pull this one from my club. But it's nice though. I like it. It kind of smells like Ghostly Greetings ever so slightly, if that gives you any indication of it. Another one I finished up in my bathroom was NHL Fresh Ice. I believe this is available right now. This is a kind of similar to Olaf Warm Hugs. It's a very well blended, creamy mint scent with vanilla. And it is so good. I will repurchase this. This is fantastic in bathrooms. It has this like clean, you just got out of the shower, and then you put on vanilla body lotion, but you also have like mint going on, you just brushed your teeth and you're chewing on peppermint gum. That's what this smells like. You're just showered, you're clean, you have very good rich vanilla lotion on. You just brushed your teeth and you're chewing on peppermint gum. That's what this smells like, all in the best way possible. I really like this fragrance. I'm gonna repurchase it. It was a really good performer in my bathroom. It went for a full day or 2. It's just clean. It's warm. It's like, not warm. It's cozy, it's pepperminty, it's festive, but it's also great in your bathroom. It's great. I like it. I really, really like it. I finished up one day the last of my Indoor Forest bar. This one's in my club. You heard me talk about this so many times. To me, this is the perfect summer pine tree scent. It is so good. You're outside in a national park. on a very warm summer day. It's beautiful. It is so good. It is so well blended. It's very balanced, has a touch of sweet, a touch of fresh, a touch of woodsy. I love it. It's staying in my club. I finished up the last of my Cashmere Leaves bar. This is such a strong scent. You can leave this going in your home for days. It is such a good performer, and I am a little bit sad that I didn't club it, but I feel like this is such a saturated scent that you melt this the one time and it goes for 2 or 3 days and you're like, okay, that's it. That's all I need. I'm okay. To me, this smells like the fall version of 'Tis the Season, and it's excellent. 'Tis the Season by Bath & Body Works. This one has a little bit more apple, a little bit more like depth to it than 'Tis the Season. It's fantastic. If I ever see this again, I will pick it up. And then the day that I put up my tree and a lot of my decorations, not all of it, I had to throw in my other favorite tree scent, which is, oh my gosh, Season of Magic, the Disney Mickey bar. This is currently available right now. This is a licensed bar. This is a very sugary, sweet Christmas tree scent. And I absolutely love it. It performs well. It's not overpowering because of how sweet it is. Goes for a full day. It's so festive. I love this fragrance. I will be clubbing this at the end of the season. And then let's actually quickly get into my warm reviews of the Sugar Chalet bundle. I warmed all 3 of these, and let's just say I'm in love. As everybody else is right now. If you can't tell, everybody is loving the Sugar Chalet bundle. So what did I do? I wanted to see how they all melted together. I didn't melt any of these separately, unfortunately, this week. I just had other stuff going on with the melting challenge and wanting to try other things that I only got around to melting them together. So with all of my open concept warmers, I did mixtures of only 2 cubes each in each warmer, but I just changed kind of, I did 1 of Goody Goody Gumdrops mixed with 1 whipped frosting. And then in a different warmer, I did 1 of the gingerbread with whipped frosting. And then in another one, I did gingerbread with Goody Goody Gumdrops, if that makes any sense. So I kind of just spread everything around my open concept to see how all 3 of these would perform together. It was so good. I can't even describe to you how good it was. This is probably the best mix you're ever going to do with Scentsy bars. And I don't say that lightly. This was amazing. And I really think the 3 of these complement each other so well. Oh my gosh. 2 of these are going in my club, and I'm going to pick up a few more of another one. Gingerbread Hugs is delicious. It's the strongest of the gingerbread scents available right now. It is the truest form of gingerbread cookie that you can get available right now. And it's absolutely fantastic. And you can mix this with so many things. You can mix this with any vanilla. You can mix this with coffee, with caramel, with pumpkin, with other spices. This is so festive and so beautiful. If you even think you like gingerbread, you have got to try this. And I'm sad that you don't get the beautiful foiled packaging in club. I am sad about that because it's so beautiful, but it is probably like maybe more expensive for them to make the metallic. It's just so beautiful. I love the packaging, but more importantly, the scent is so good. I love it. It is going in my club. This scent's beautiful. It's my favorite of the gingerbreads that have been released this year. Goody Goody Gumdrop surprised me so much on warm. It toned down so much. That Red Hot Cinnamon really toned itself down. You got the beautiful like gummy, you know that extra chewy, gummy, slightly hard texture of gumdrops when you chew on them. Kind of similar to like Dots, the candy Dots. Oh, this one was so good mixed with the other 2 fragrances. I don't know if I would ever melt this by itself because I think it may be too strong or too cinnamony for me. This is definitely going to be a mixer scent with other gingerbread fragrances and with other vanilla. It was so good though. I loved it. So while I won't be clubbing this fragrance, I want to pick up like 2 more bars because I don't think I'll get through a full bar every year. I'll probably only get through like half of a bar, maybe. So having 3 or 4 bars of this would do me just fine. and it's fantastic mixed with everything. It's so good. And then the star of the show, what everybody's talking about, is the brand new fragrance Whipped Frosting. This is also going in my club, and I can't wait to mix this with so many things. I've been watching other people's videos and they're mixing it with other things, and it's making me excited. I want to mix this with Happy Birthday. I want to mix this with, oh my gosh, toasted apple butter. There's so many things. But this smells just like it does on cold. It smells like fondant that you put on white wedding cake. It smells like frosting mixed with fondant put on top of a white wedding cake. It's delicious. And you can actually smell it when it's warming. It doesn't just die down. It doesn't just dilute other fragrances. You know, like vanilla bean buttercream and sugar cookie can kind of just dilute fragrances if they're too strong, but sometimes they don't add things to fragrances. Whipped frosting adds to the fragrance. It adds this extra layer of creaminess and richness and bakery goodness. It's so good. Oh my goodness. This one is an automatic club for me in multiple quantities. This might be a new top 10 fragrance for me. And I only put in 1 cube and it was that good. It was so good. It was so good. But please try the Sugar Chalet bundle if you haven't already. If you like bakery scents, if you like spicy scents, I think you're going to love this collection. At least give it a try. You can only get this in club now. So do a one-time club shipment, pick up some of these, some of Scents of the Season, some of the licensed products that you can't get in a bundle and save anymore. These are amazing. I highly recommend these. And then I did melt some bricks. Ugh. One day I just wanted something pepperminty, but also bakery. And you know what fit the bill? Butterscotch brittle. Now, I do like this fragrance, but I had a hard time getting this one to perform. I did a full piece and then a half of a piece, all on my open layout. And I think I needed more. I think I needed to fill up even all my mini warmers with it, and I didn't, and I should have. Because I just had a hard time smelling it. This is a much softer fragrance when you're warming it. So I think I'm just gonna stick to bedrooms with this scent because of the peppermint. It would make a fantastic bedroom nighttime scent. So I'm just gonna stick to bedrooms with this one. I had a lot better performance when I did that, so I'll just do that. Is this a repurchase for me? Maybe I might just pick up one more brick in like a party closeout because I've already gotten through like almost 4 pieces of it, but I don't think I need to club this, but I may just get another brick. But this would also be, of the 5, the most realistic fragrance that would go into clearance or into a flash sale. So I don't know, I might take a gamble on this one, we'll see. And then one day when I was decorating my other tree, I needed a tree scent. So I went ahead and did a combination of brick scents of Christmas tree, which is available right now, and sugar cookie, which you can get in Scentsy Club. I did these all around my open concept. I believe I did 2 pieces of Christmas tree mixed with 1 cube of sugar cookie. And I will say that Christmas tree is a lighter fragrance. You do need to baby this one because for pine fragrances, I think this one is not the best performer. And I think I'm not going to do this mix moving forward because I think that the sugar cookie just further diluted the Christmas tree and then I couldn't smell it. So that was kind of a bummer. It was super light in my home. I could smell it, but almost like whiffs of it in the air when I tried. It wasn't just easily there for me to smell. Does that make any sense? So I'll probably just always melt Christmas tree by itself because it is a little bit finicky. It is a lighter performer and I don't want to dilute it further by adding in maybe other vanilla fragrances. I may try this with whipped frosting, but maybe whipped frosting might overpower Christmas tree. So we'll have to see. So I did that one day. And then let's go ahead and get on into the November Melting Challenge really fast. So the first 15 days of the November Melting Challenge, let's get into it. And I'll just put really quickly the prompt picture that she made right here, just so you can see these are the prompts. And we're just gonna go ahead and dive into the first day. So day 1, of the November Melting Challenge was warm and oak or cedar wood scent. So I went ahead and did Autumn Road Trip. I thought this would be perfect to transition from October into fall. And of course, the first day of November, the weather just like plummets down, which was perfect for Autumn Road Trip. So I did the full bar on my whole house, and I just love this fragrance. It is fresh, outdoorsy, it has apple, it has oak, it has pear. It's so beautiful. It's a beautiful performer. It's not too overpowering, but you can still get a good average medium throw. This is beautiful. This is a Scentsy staple, a Scentsy classic. I hope they never retire this bar. It's just great. If you like fresh fragrances in apple, you're gonna love it. You have to try it. Day 2, I did Warm Something with pomegranate. So I threw in the last few cubes of my holiday market. And this was actually kind of hard because I only have, I think, 2 fragrances with pomegranate in it. So I'm glad I had a couple of cubes left of holiday market. So I threw this into, I think it was my room or maybe the guest room. And it was really pretty. It's nice, it's festive. It helped me while I was decorating that day, so it fit the bill perfectly. I do prefer Wrapped in Lights to holiday market, so I probably won't repurchase this in wax form because I think I prefer Wrapped in Lights better. Day 3 was Daylight Savings Melt a Long-Lasting Scent. And I puzzled on this one. I was like, what am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick? And then I thought of it and I'm like, this is it. Plum and White Woods. This one's in my club. I did 4 cubes of it in my bedroom, and then later that week I did it again. Or maybe earlier this week I did it again in my room. And this is so long lasting. It's not an overpowering fragrance. I would say it's a solid medium, but it'll just go for days. This goes for like 3 days in my bedroom. And I don't say that about many fragrances, but this fragrance performs so well. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful feminine plum, purple fruit body care scent. It is gorgeous. It's sophisticated without being too snobby or old or powdery. It's beautiful and it lasts so long. So if you want a long-lasting fragrance, Plum and White Woods, it's fantastic. Okay, so for day 5, I kind of cheated a little bit. I did Warm Scent with raisin, fig, or dates. And I had just melted my bar of walnut raisin muffin. And I didn't want to crack into my fresh brick I just got from the flash sale. So I kind of cheated a little bit and I ended up melting Rum Pum Plum all in my open concept because I was like, it kind of fits, kind of ish, but I didn't have any date scents and I also didn't have any fig scents. So I was a little lost on this one. So I kind of cheated and I melted a fragrance that was kind of similar to Walnut Raisin Muffin and I melted Rum Pum Plum. This is available in the catalog right now. It's so pretty. It's not the best performer. I do have to baby this one a little bit and like add extra warmers and cubes, but it is bakery, cozy goodness heaven, and I love this one. Okay, so day 6 was Warm a Scent that's name has nothing to do with any of its scent notes. So I melted Forever Flannel in my bedroom. And I melted this one because when I read the name of this fragrance when it was a holiday brick last year, I immediately thought it was going to be a masculine scent. I was like, oh, it's going to be masculine. It's going to be too cologne-y. I don't know. I don't think I'll like it. And then I picked up a bar and I read the scent notes and then I smelt it and I was like, this smells nothing like I thought it would. Nothing like the name. It is so cozy. It's fresh. It has sandalwood. It has vanilla in it. It's beautiful. I love this fragrance. And this one also lasts a good long time in my bedroom. This one really sticks around for probably 2 days in my bedroom at a medium light intensity, and it's beautiful. I love this one. So this one's in my club, Forever Flannel. Day 7, melt an almond or chocolate scent. And I was feeling chocolate that day, so I melted marshmallow mint cocoa all in my open concept, and I believe also in my bedroom. Oh, this was so good. This was available in a flash sale last November, and I picked up, I want to say like 4 or 5 of them, and I've just been enjoying it every time I do it. If you like chocolate scents, you would love marshmallow mint cocoa. I like this one a lot because I think that the balance between chocolate and peppermint is really nice. This one's actually slightly more peppermint heavy, and I like that it is because it makes it not too like heavy mocha. Oh, this one is so good. And you even get that marshmallow note in here. It's beautiful. It's a good performer. Doesn't last too long. It doesn't stick, like doesn't overstay its welcome, which I think chocolate scents can do sometimes. This one is perfect. I love it. And then for day 8, I did melt a drink scent. So I was like, okay, I just melted marshmallow mint cocoa. What else am I gonna do? I knew what I was gonna do. I did spiced eggnog. I did some of my spiced eggnog brick. I did 1 full cube in my bedroom, and it was really nice. Right now, I prefer this one to eggnog from Scents of the Season. This one is a lighter fragrance, but I think it's a more realistic eggnog scent. This one's had time to cure and sit, so I need to hold out my judgment on the new one. But I really like this one. It is a softer scent. Some people were saying that this scent is like overwhelmingly strong, and maybe just because I got an older piece of wax that I don't think it's very strong, but it's very comforting. You get a little bit of the nutmeg, you get a little bit of the rum and the eggnog. It's really, really pretty and very relaxing. For day 9, it was melt a chopped candle or a candle dupe. And I said, perfect, I can melt in its entirety this candle, just melt it straight into the hot plate. So I did cinnamon sugar donut from Bath & Body Works. And I melted this for probably 2 days in my bedroom. I could barely smell this. I could barely smell this one. And it was full of wax because the wicks were so poor that I couldn't keep this lit to even enjoy it and melt it. So to even enjoy it and burn it. So I had this going in my bedroom for a few days. And then when I couldn't smell it at all, even with my nose up to the candle, I just threw the wax out and I'll recycle the jar. So did that for day 9. For day 10, warm a bakery style vanilla. I put in cookies for Santa all around my home. And this was so good. When you smell this on cold, it is so buttery. It is extremely strong butter. It smells like you could put it on top of popcorn. So I was a little hesitant about it, but when I actually warmed it, it really settled out and spread out around my home. And it smelled like homemade cookies for baking in the oven. It was so good. Like homemade sugar cookies. Oh, so good. These smell like the sugar cookies that are a little bit crunchy. They aren't super soft. And it was a good time. It was super comforting, super cozy. I enjoyed that thoroughly. For day 11, it was melt something patriotic to honor our veterans. Happy Veterans Day to any veterans out there. It was Veterans Day last week, or earlier this week, sorry. So I didn't have any baked apple pie. So I was like, okay, I'm going to melt Welcome Home. I thought that Welcome Home was super fitting for veterans to come home from their active duty or service. And I was really afraid of this being too strong and too spicy. I was a little bit burnt out of spice at this day. So I just did 1 cube in my guest bedroom for this prompt. And it was nice. This one really calms down when you warm it. It smells so much like potpourri on cold, but when you actually throw it into your warmers, it settles down a lot. It's just a really calm, gentle, spiced potpourri type scent. It's really nice. Whatever you purchase it, probably not. For the 12th, it is No Shave November. Melt a shaving cream or cologne scent. I was like, perfect. My flash sale order from October had come in and I wanted to throw in Toasty Cabin. So I threw 2 cubes into each, I threw 1 cube into each of my bathrooms. And if you guys remember my flash sale, I said that to me, this smells a lot like shaving cream. And it does. It smells just like shaving cream mixed with a little bit of cologne. And it does. So it was really nice in the bathrooms because that shaving cream made it very clean and perfect for a bathroom. So I'll enjoy this. I really liked it. It wasn't the best performer. I would say it maybe lasted a full day before I couldn't smell it anymore and I needed to change it out. So if you picked up any in the flash sale, just keep that in mind. Day 13, melt a topaz or citron colored wax for November's birthstone. And I wanted to match this very perfectly, so I pulled out Just and Loyal from the Harry Potter collection. This whole collection should be coming back when the Sorting Hat Warmer launches later this month. I think it's later this month that launches. And while I really like this fragrance, it's like a caramel pear bakery fragrance. For me, this performed so well when this bar was fresh, but this bar has sat for a year and it didn't perform very well for me. I had this whole bar going in my open concept and I could barely smell it. And I feel like it did way better when I had this fresh last year. So, you know, I just don't think that this bar keeps very well. but the scent is so good. I love this scent. It smells like a beautiful pear oil. You get some caramel. You get a little bit of like a bakery note to it. Doesn't have any spice. It doesn't have any butter. It's a very like dry bakery, but I like it. I'm just sad that it didn't perform. And then for the 14th, I did Melt Anything Spicy. So I did a mixture of 3 different bars in my bedroom and the guest room. I was really afraid that these 2 were going to be too spicy. So I finished out the last of my toasted apple butter in both my bedroom and the guest room. And I did 1 cube, and then I threw in a cube in each of those of vanilla bean buttercream. And then in my last warmer, I threw in vanilla chestnut, which I also think is really spicy and borderline incensey. So I did 1 cube, I believe, in my last warmer, and I threw in another cube of vanilla bean buttercream to finish out the bar. So had this combination going that day. It was nice. Vanilla chestnut's not my favorite, and toasted apple butter is not my favorite, so it made it more enjoyable to mix it with vanilla bean buttercream, and it was nice that day. So, and that was day 14. I will do day 15 to make this an even 15 days. So let me go to the last day, the first day of the second day of the prompt. This day is hilarious. It is day 15, World Vasectomy Day. Didn't think I'd ever say that word on my channel. It is Warm a V scent, or a scent you cut from your club. And a lot of scents that I've cut from my club so far have been very summery. So I didn't want to melt a summery scent, but I also just finished up my bar of vanilla bean buttercream the day before. So I was like, oh goodness. So I melted cozy vanilla and pumpkin that day. I did 4 cubes in my bedroom because I was afraid this was going to be too light, and it was. It's definitely dying out. No, I did not melt that. I think I did 3 cubes in my room and then 1 cube in the guest bedroom just to see. And it is a little bit lighter than I thought it would be. It smells so spicy on cold, but this definitely is lighter when you melted. And I got this in a D-stash, so I have no idea how she kept this bar, if she kept this bar well. But I probably wouldn't repurchase it if I ever saw it, because it just kind of smells like a very general vanilla pumpkin fragrance with some spice. It doesn't really bring anything unique to the table. So while I enjoyed it, I know now that I don't need to buy it anymore if I see it. So that is it. That is everything I have been warming over the last few weeks in November. Let me know down below, what is your favorite thing that you have been melting for November so far? And are you doing the November melting challenge that Patricia Gates is running? I've been really enjoying it so far. So if anyone else is also partaking in it, let me know down below what your favorite thing that you melted from the challenge so far. But I hope you guys are all having a beautiful week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.